There will be sexual things at the end of this video. Also, I don't hate bronies. Thank you. My head. What did I do last night? I can't have done anything. I'm a 23-year-old who doesn't drink and has no friends. Living the dream, Vale. Living the dream. What the fuck? Where's my fucking avatar?
Watch your profanity, weakling.
Who are you calling weak? I got 97% on Panic Attack on Expert Drums. Let's see you do that, Mr. Disembodied Voice.
You are valeforXD, correct?
Sure, I guess. Although at this point I'd probably be calling myself Pony4XD.
You were the one who negatively reviewed Ford vs. Chevy, disregarding any good values of that game, and instead electing to review the game in a biased, unfair manner.
Dude, it was shit.
You didn't even finish the game.
A true testament to how shit it was.
Silence! To atone for your crimes as a video game critic, you will be forced to review games based on the My Little Pony franchise. If you wish to see your terrible avatar again, you must find one good My Little Pony game.
No, please. Anything but that. I promise, I'll get better. I'll even review Undertale and give it 20 out of 4.
Failure to comply will result in death, or worse. I will force you to make CinemaSins parodies.
Please, dear God, no! Wait, I already do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know.
Death.
No, please! I don't want to play any girly games.
Just do it.
Okay, fine. Jeez. So apparently My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is still a thing. You remember that, right? Yeah, sure you do. It's that anime where Royal Nerd and her scaly pet dog descend from heaven to learn about how to make friends with the help of stuck-up bitch, low-key psychopath, social stereotype, I'm a fucking T-Rex rawr, and drinks at 9 AM. I'll just say this, My Little Pony Fim is not a bad show by any stretch. I say this not as a brony, which I am not, but as someone who watched the first few episodes with his friend one night for shits and giggles. On one hand, I love the art style, and it did manage to get a few good chuckles out of me, but it's also very intent on shoving morals down your throat. I mean, friendship is magic? Listen, if I wanted to learn about friendship, I'd just watch Ass Class. Plus, there's also the fact that I am clearly not their target audience, so I didn't like it, but it's certainly not bad, and I can kind of see the appeal. But nobody could have predicted how much Milpfm blew up and how huge and, well, male its audience would become. There are fan animations, fan games, roleplay servers, mods that insert ponies into otherwise pony-free games. You can even make your own pony. It's too late for me, boys, I'm in too deep. Surprisingly, we haven't seen any console or handheld MLP games so far, but mobile devices have gotten a handful of them, and that's what we're going to look at right now. Starting with the simplest of the bunch, My Little Pony. Puzzle Party. After putting our age in, we're very unceremoniously thrown into the first level, and in case you haven't figured it out yet, it's Candy Crush. Hits Candy Crush right down to the letter. The only difference here is the lick of pony paint thrown over it. Sometimes Tara Strong will shout, "Right!" and sometimes some nameless voice shouts, and there's not much more to it. Eventually you get access to the main 6. Jesus fucking Christ, you kidding me with this shit? You get access to the main 6, and each one of them has a unique ability. Applejack can remove any single block from play, and, well, I guess that's the only one I saw. I got bored. I mean, it plays fine, why would I play this when I could play Bejeweled instead and only lose 76% of my manliness instead of all of it? There's also bits of dialogue in the level select screen, and I think it's trying to recall the story of the first 2 episodes. These story beats give the game an excuse to introduce more mechanics, such as clearing blocks to allow books to fall to the bottom, or clearing blocks adjacent to barrels of apples to remove them.
Applejack, what are you doing? You can't eat all those fucking apples.
You have to do these things in a limited number of turns, and twice I ran out of turns, so I had to spend bits, or whatever they're called, to keep going. So I'm pretty sure the levels are designed to eventually get the player to spend real money to get more bits, because of course. I gave up around level 14. It was kind of fun, but, you know, Candy Crush. At the very least, we get to see Keemstar make an appearance. The next game is called My Little Pony Celebration. In this game, you...
Hey, it's me, Spike.
Imposter! This child assumes the appearance of Spike! Off with his head! In this game, you live the incredibly hard-knock life of a pony as you get party invitations and attend said parties. Before you attend a party, the game asks if you want to scan in guests, which I understandably misinterpreted as taking a picture of myself. Oh fuck! valeforXD face reveal confirmed! valeforXD is a brony who doesn't know how to shave! If there is one positive I can give to these games so far, it's that the art direction of the show translates very well to these games. It's all presented seamlessly, almost as if it were a still taken from the show. But you didn't come here for positives, you came here for negatives. No one's turned up to your party, Pinkie Pie. They don't like you.
Why are we still here?
The game, if you can call it that, is split up into several different activities. First off, tea time. Serve cake and pour tea and stuff. about as interesting as it sounds. That's all you get, Rarity. I know you're hooked on this shit. After that, there's party games. In this one, you have to tap the piñatas to smash them and then grab as much candy as you can by flicking it into your corner. Yawn. And then, when the party's over, you can take a selfie to remember all the good times you had. This is the face of a man who wants to die. Anyway, all hyped up on coke and toad venom, I decided to attend another party. Applejack's Appaloosa wasn't much different, except for a slightly different party game where you have to fling apples with your cutie mark on them into your barrel.
Fuck you, I can't eat all these apples!
And then, to top it off, one super fab selfie. My thirst for wicked awesome parties not satisfied, I decided to attend one last party to see if anything would be different. Unfortunately, I made a terrible mistake. I gave Rarity a little too much tea. Rarity, stop! Look at yourself! You need help! Rarity, stop! Stop it! God damn, man, when does this party end? Oh. God damn it, Rarity! Rarity, get up, for Celestia's sake. I told you to stay off that tea shit, and now look what's happened. Fuck this, where are they? Get out of the way, Chespin. You're in the wrong franchise.
Hey man, leave her alone. She didn't
Fuck
do
you,
shit.
Chespin. No one asked you, you spiky prick. Damn stupid stubby fingers. What am I, Shrek? You want tea? Here's your fucking tea, Rarity, you bitch! Suits you to a T! This is the worst script I've ever written. The last game I played was called, I think it was just called My Little Pony, to be honest. Turns out the series has been rebooted. Of course it needed a reboot. What's next? We're gonna reboot fucking Good Morning America?
Oh no! Where did every pony go? What happened to Ponyville?
Nightmare Moon has returned, and she's covered Ponyville in the darkness of night.
Yeah, because a bit of shade apparently renders an entire town uninhabitable to the point where you have to rebuild everything. Anyway, the goal here is to rebuild Ponyville after Sparkly Moon Pony engulfs it in darkness. What does this mean? Well, essentially it's one of those town building games like The Simpsons Tapped Out. You need to collect bits and elements or whatever else to buy stuff and unlock more parts of the map. Out of all the games I played, this one had the best lasting appeal and the most meat to it. Amidst town building, there's a bunch of mini games, one of which you ride a minecart to collect bits and elements. Please tell me I'm not the only one who thinks this looks familiar. You can also play ball, which is just as exciting as it sounds, and pop balloons for prizes and shit. Even dress up your favorite ponies if that tickles your fancy. Honestly, it just dissolves into a mindless tap fest way too quickly. Any buildings you put down will generate bits, which you then have to tap to collect. And any quest you get essentially boil down to buy this thing, or make that thing, and tedium soon rears its ugly head. If you ever get bored, you can always just tap the ponies.
Number 16.
Come again?
Number 16.
Oh, I'm sorry I missed that. Can you say it louder?
Number 16.
What the fuck does that even mean? I did put some time into this game, about 2.5 hours, but I eventually got bored and started placing red pots everywhere. That's when the ponies started gathering around them. Yes, admire the red pots, ponies. My plan is coming together at last. Soon, every pony in Ponyville will be admiring my gardening and pottery skills.
Number 16.
I wanted to buy more to brainwash more ponies and further my quest for global domination, but I ran out of bits, and soon microtransactions made themselves known. Now, I hate microtransactions, I always will, but this game takes it to new levels. It actively encourages the purchase of microtransactions through the use of the VIP system. Essentially, buying gems nets you VIP points, and the more VIP points, the more stuff you get, which is already kind of iffy, but to get to the highest VIP tier, you need 10,000 points. The most expensive microtransaction gets you 1,000 points and is $99.99. So to get to this tier, you need to spend around $1,000. See, this is why I don't play mobile games often. Too many waiting times, too much grinding for cash, too much emphasis on microtransactions, and very little reward. That's why I've always desired an option to just purchase the game, instead of getting it free but putting up with arbitrary waiting. Real Racing 2 was a straight up racing game. You could buy it no fuss and there was a complete game waiting for you. Real Racing 3, however, is free to play and it requires so much waiting, so much grinding. Even a small upgrade to your car can cost thousands of dollars or a couple bucks of real world cash. I'd play it more often if these waiting times weren't an issue, which I think having an option to outright purchase the game for $10 would fix. But in My Little Pony, that sort of approach wouldn't work. The game thrives on your collection of bits and gems and elements and however many other fucking currencies there are, so the game just descends into this game of waiting, of mindless tapping, of paying out the ass for trivial aesthetics, and I just can't fucking take it anymore! Your time has come, heathen, for you to be unbound from the world that created you. It's not shattering! This thing's fucking tough!
That's probably important.
It's dead.
Good night, sweet prince, and let a flock of angels sing thee to thy rest.
Alright, Dr. Claw. Alright, mate. I reviewed your stupid freaking pony games and they were all bad and you should feel bad.
But you are not done.
What?
For I have assembled several different fan creations for you to play on your personal computer.
Come on, man. Isn't 3 games enough for one video? The Candy Crush one was alright. Just let me pick that one.
Just play the damn games or I won't give your avatar back.
Do you know how much I don't care? I drew that thing on a 3DS. Hey, do you take commissions? Alright, whatever. I mean, we're playing on a more powerful system. The games have to be better, right? Right? I've made a terrible mistake. So this is Pinkie Pie Adventure. A weird spell fell on the main 6, shrinking them afterwards. Light hit them, making them statues, but Pinkie's senses saved her, and now she must help her friends out. I especially like the lack of full stops and commas. It gives the player a real sense of urgency. Alright, let's play this game, my dudes. It's more or less just a simple platformer, with Pinkie jumping across Tetris blocks to find all of her friends. Pinkie's controls are stiff and it can be hard to judge where she's going to land, but to make matters worse, the creator decided it would be a bloody fantastic idea to throw in probably the worst wall jumping I've ever seen.
Why are we still here?
Okay, you know what? Fool me once, I'm done. That's it. No twice about it. I'm done. Finito. Let's move on to the next game. Twilight vs. Walking. You okay there, Twilight? Need some lactease? This game is essentially QWOP, but you're controlling Twilight Sparkle instead. It's fairly unremarkable in its gameplay. It's more or less just QWOP with ponies, which sounds like a missed opportunity to call it CLOP. But you know what? This game's really sad. It's supposed to be a stupid game based around equally stupid controls, but the slow piano ballad, along with the forlorn look on Twilight's face, really bring down the mood, or make it funnier depending on your outlook. It's kinda like... Twilight Sparkle lost all mobility in her limbs, and pony doctors said she would never trot again. But one day, she stood up. She was going to prove to every pony that nothing was impossible. You can do it, Twilight! I believe in you! No, Twilight! No! I thought that'd be sadder. Turns out it's the funniest shit I've ever seen. I especially love how Twilight sticks her hoof up her cooch and gets off on it. I think I just have a dirty mind. You know what? Fuck this game. This is nothing but blatant plagiarism, and as a renowned content creator on YouTube.co, I will not stand for this. The next game is Friendship is 8-Bit, or Story of the Blanks, whichever you prefer. Oh, it's so happy and cheerful. In this game, you play as Applebloom, one of the Cutie Mark Crusaders. I have all of this unnecessary information retained in my head, and it's extremely embarrassing. As you venture through the Everfree Forest with Twilight Sparkle, only to wander off and end up following another mysterious pony further into the forest. Honestly, there's not really much to this game. There's one fairly easy puzzle, and the game itself only lasts 15 minutes tops, but it's kinda neat. It's definitely not terrible, considering what I've been through so far. And there's some spooks if you're into that. Not really the terrifying kind, but the psychologically menacing kind. The curse had befallen her this very night. She had the mark. She had to go. Listen, if someone has a cutie mark on their flank, that does not affect their ability to work. Don't judge your employees on their appearance. Incidentally, you're one ugly son of a bitch. Anyway, that game was pretty decent. Now let's delve right back into fucked up territory! You ever heard of Dress Up Who? Yeah, remember that website where JonTron found all those Frozen games that were messed up beyond belief? Yeah, well, there isn't just Frozen games on there. It's got every cartoon under the rainbow. I guarantee your childhood will be ruined. Did you ever want to see SpongeBob as a girl? Oh, I'm sorry, Sponge Sue. As in Nickelodeon's gonna Sponge Sue the pants off of the people who made this travesty. Meanwhile, SpongeBob's looking like he's rethinking his life choices. But of course, Dress Up Who has a My Little Pony section. And most of the games here are decidedly tame compared to pretty much everything else on the site. But the one I'm being forced to play today is Twilight Sparkle Pregnant. This game gets weird fast. I never pictured myself playing a game where I'd have to listen to the heartbeat of a pony through a stethoscope. And then you place these little things on her, nipples, and then you just sort of prod at her tummy. This is real. I can't believe I'm playing this right now. Take the drink. Take the fucking drink. You know, Twilight is looking awfully calm considering the situation. What the fuck? I've seen a lot of things in my day, but I have never seen a magical pony force the fetus in her body to appear before her, and the fetus looks just like her, highlights and all. When my life flashes before my eyes, I'm gonna see a few key points in my life. I'll see myself getting the 6th grade Best in Maths award, and when I meet my friends, and when I hit 1,000 subscribers, and when Twilight Sparkle magically made a baby appear out of thin air and then I just discard it like yesterday's baked roast. You can't make this shit up, people! And it just keeps going. You've got to wipe all the embryo juices or whatever off the baby, deny her the right to breastfeeding, and play ball with her. It's not that funny, baby. Shut your mouth. And finally, after being born for less than 5 minutes, you dress her and propel her into a world where material goods matter above all else. Alright, I've had enough of magic fetus clone pony baby. Apparently we have one last game to look at, and I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna get pretty hot in here. There is some rather adult content here, so, you know, don't say I didn't warn you. So this game was sent to me by my friend of the anthropomorphic animal Persuasion. The game is called Banned from Equestria, 1.5 daily. And it starts with a pony named Trixie turning you, the player, into a pony yourself, which is apparently a bit of a kink for some reason, and letting you loose into the unsuspecting town of Ponyville to do as you please. It presents itself in a fairly basic point-and-click manner. The art style is crude, but kinda charming, and it's clear that whoever made this has some passion for the show. There's some clever dialogue here and there, and a few times where I honestly did get a good laugh. Well, I'm in Ponyville, may as well try and meet up with the main 6. Hey, it's Applejack! Applejack, what are you doing? You can't eat all those- I already did that. Anyway, a landslide is blocking the path back to the barn. Alright, generic magic attack, go! Whoa, did you just break that boulder? I was looking for a strong mate to buck in the barn. What? No, that can't be right. Must have just been a slip of the tongue. Anyway, now she wants me to prove my strength by knocking apples out of this apple tree. Ha! Child's play. That should be enough. Wanna go to the barn now? Strange question, but why not? I'm sure nothing bad will happen there. I have no words. I'm actually playing a game where I have sex with a fucking My Little Pony. We can go ahead and cross that off. And I have lost all hope for humanity. This game is nothing more than a hyped up teenager fulfilling his disgusting filly fucking fantasies. But at least it pays homage to its source material, and I can respect that. This might have seemed obvious to those who do watch MLP, but you can meet a character named Zecora, and I mean, of course you can do the frickety frack with her, but Zecora is known for her rhyming, and if you pay attention, you can see that she's not rhyming in this instance. When she asks you to drink a potion, you might finally figure out that she's an imposter, trick her into drinking her own potion, thus paralyzing her, and finding the real Zecora locked in the cupboard, whom you can then proceed to take to Funky Town. But if you didn't see through the facade, then you get the bad ending where the fake reveals herself, paralyzes you, and flings you out of a giant catapult. Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Once you have sex with another pony, time shifts from day to night and vice versa, and you have to collect items, talk to people, ponies, and take different forms to achieve your lifelong goal to buck every pony in Ponyville, though you only have 3 days to do so. You can also learn spells to wait. Am I actually going out of my way to explain the mechanics of what is essentially a My Little Pony interactive pornography? I mean, look at this. I creep up on Fluttershy, and here she is forcing a bunny to give her cunnilingus. And then Twilight casts a spell to enhance your climax, which I imagine she probably doesn't have in the show. Did I just get drugged? Did Noaking just slip me a roofie? God, I hate how I know that. Now I'm slipping my meat into Pinky's pie, and she won't shut her pie hole. And now I'm at the Celestial Palace, and why am I sucking dick now? And why does my penis look like one of those wobbly Japanese puddings? Now Trixie wants to do it, and oh my god, did I just eat that? No, I can't. I can't take it anymore. Well, I guess that's it. There isn't a single good My Little Pony game out there, and now I'm doomed to forever bear this avatar of shame. Well, there is maybe one good thing to come out of My Little Pony.
I'm at the moon. and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Disco, whatever do we do to make it take all the way?
Wow, what an amazing journey! Thank you for joining me on this, whatever this was. Sure was something. If you enjoyed this thing, then please leave a like, share it with your friends whom you think might enjoy it, and subscribe if you want to see more. If you're currently watching my Everything Wrong with Ratchet and Clank series, don't forget you can submit your own fuck, my nose is really nasally. You can submit your own ideas as sins, and if they make the cut, then I'll insert them into the video with your poorly thought out username next to it. Fuck. I am really hot and tired and I can't speak properly. Submit your sins and you'll get them in the video. Just remember to use hashtag #RatchetSins. I can't believe I'm using a hashtag. I cannot believe I've stooped this low. I'm really flustered. My friends probably heard me shouting, "Why am I sucking dick now?" If you made any of the games featured in this video, I don't mean you any ill will. There are plenty of people out there who do enjoy your games, so don't worry about little old me coming along and picking it apart. It's all in good fun. I mean, hey, you actually made a game. I mean, that's a pretty big accomplishment. Give yourself a pat on the back. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share the video, and click on that fucking alert button and all that stupid nonsense. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter as well. My Twitter's really good. It's not filled with any cancerous content whatsoever. And, support me on Patreon too, I guess. Like, no one supported me yet. So can I have my avatar back now, please? That's not my avatar. You want me to use this? You want me to use this? I mean, it looks shit. It looks like I drew it. It looks like an amputee patient drew it with forks tied around his stumps. I think I'd rather keep the pony avatar, to be honest. Real Racing 2 was a straight-up racing game. You could buy it... Thanks, tablet. Real Racing 2 was a straight-up racing game. You could buy it fuck off! Oi, the real Nebulord. Fucking stop with the Twitter notifications for a minute.